speaking of new, not all that new, he's been busy here for many months building a new Wildcat football team. Please welcome your head coach, Rich Rodriguez.
Thanks, Trevor. Appreciate everybody coming out. Bear down. The guys have been working hard for 3 weeks, really more than that. Most of the guys have been here all summer, training and get ready for the season. We got 2 more weeks of work to do. In fact, we got another practice tonight, but I think you'll be really proud of them. You know, we're not going to make any guarantees or promises other than the fact I think you'll see the hardest playing team in the country on September 1st wearing red, white, and blue. So, by the way, I do think, you know, many people have asked me about this program, what we can do, and one of the reasons why this is a great situation is because we have the best fan base in the entire Pac-12. Now, I know I'm preaching to the choir because you guys are all going to be there, but all right, if there's an empty seat beside you, bring somebody to the game. I want no empty seats on all 8 home games that we play here in Tucson, Arizona, and you could help me do that. So, and then obviously, you know, hopefully you'll like what you see on the field. When the other team has the ball, raise all kinds of heck, make it hard on them. You know, when we have the ball, all right, make sure that, you know, you can keep the noise to a minimum until we score a touchdown or get a field goal. Then you can raise all the heck you want to raise after that. But make sure that we want to make this the most intimidating place in the country to play at. And obviously what the guys do on the field will play a part of that, but also what you do in the stands. So thank you in advance for that.
We had some questions sent in. If you follow the Wildcats on Facebook, if you don't, you should do so. And also on Twitter as well. And so we had some fans send in some questions for the coach. I don't think he's seen these as yet. So here we go. And the first one comes from Mark Wildcat 2005 from his Twitter account. He'd like to know, Coach, is there any possibility we'll see playing time from this year's freshman class?
Yes, there will. There's, I think, 20, counting walk-ons, there's 28, I believe, true freshmen that are enrolled in there. And there's probably half of them have a chance to see the field, which is probably a high number and sometimes a little scary because the freshmen are still learning. Some of them are still learning how to shave for the first time, so I get a little nervous about that. And they're at school and college for the first time and everything that involves with that. But it's a really good group.
Coach, what is your biggest strength coming into the season? And on the flip side, JLA 1006 would like to know what is the biggest challenge for your team this year?
Well, the biggest strength, it's really, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell right now until I play a game. Everybody wants to know how good you're going to be. Heck, we haven't had a game yet, so I really don't know for sure. But I do think one thing we've pride ourselves on, it sounds like coach speak, and I'm telling all of our fans, that we will play extremely hard. And I think you'll see the hardest playing team in the country. That's hard. That's easy to say and hard to do. So I do think that the guys are prepared to do that. We don't like to huddle up. You know, we like to play fast. And I think, you know, the strength that we'll have in our football team is our team will be conditioned to play fast. And it's tough. It's hard, especially when it's warm out there and you got 90 or 100-degree weather. But our guys are trained to do that, and hopefully you'll see that on the first, that we can play fast and have a team that can play fast with our pace. The biggest weakness is we got a lot of young guys that are going to have to play for the first time, and we're trying to get them to grow up in a hurry. And they've done a good job of that. We've coached them pretty hard. We've stayed on them pretty hard because I'd rather put the pressure on them in practice than we're out performing in front of you all starting on September 1st. It's no big deal. So, you know, we've gotten on them pretty good, and I think they've responded pretty well. But our biggest weakness is that we're probably not really experienced at a lot of positions and have a lot of depth with experienced guys. But the young guys will grow up in a hurry. So be patient. If they make mistakes early, they're going to try their tail off. And we won't let them hang their heads. If they make a mistake, they can put their head down for a second, then they got to put it right back up, and you guys can help us with that. But I think they'll be fun to watch.
Coach, how has the transition been on you and your family moving from the East to the Midwest to the hot Southwest? And was it a culture shock? And if so, can you explain? No,
I mean, is this weather not great? Are you kidding me? I mean, who doesn't like 350 days of sunshine? I mean, we all love that, you know? And then they talk about the summer and the monsoons. We had one half of a practice that we had to postpone or cancel because of the lightning. Other than that, the weather has been great. I don't know if the players would tell you the same thing, but we've practiced in the night most of the time, and it's cooled down a little bit. And my family has really adjusted well. And I want to thank, I've said this publicly, I want to thank you all for not just welcoming my family, but all the new coaches and the new players here as well to Tucson. This is a great place to raise a family, a great place to build the best football program in America. So I hope you help us and we continue to do that, and then we'll all go to the Rose Bowl together.
Without further ado, oh, wait a minute. I cannot forget to introduce, first of all, the new Wilbur the Wildcat. Looking good, Wilbur. In great shape.